You want to know 3 natural ways to increase your erection strength? Listen in. Hey guys, I'm Stephanie Ganowski, sexologist and sex coach for men. I've been working with just men for 6 years now, helping hundreds of them personally improve their dick challenges and also their sex communication challenges with their female partners. So today I'm going to talk to you about natural ways to increase your erection strength. The first way to increase your erection strength naturally is by understanding your turn-ons. Like really understanding what is it that turns you on? What is it that makes you hard? Like, what do you fantasize about that really gets you going? A lot of guys often forget about themselves in the sense that they're like, oh, I just want to please her. I just want to make sure that I'm great for her. And you forget about what actually turns you on. But you go into this place of just doing things for the sake of her getting horny when that's not really your turn on. So you get disconnected when it comes to arousal. There's a disconnect there. And I find that with clients, when I help them go back to their fantasies, not even go back, but even discover them for the first time, like really think about what turns you on. Like really think about what gets you the hardest, what gets you like a little hard. Like when we get really clear around what it is that gets them really excited. And I usually ask this question, like if a woman came to you, she was really attractive and she was like, I'll do anything for you and I want it to be all about you. What do you want me to do? What would you say to that woman? Because it puts you in this place of being like, oh, wow, now it's all about me, which it usually isn't because I'm always so focused on her. So what do I want? Like, what do I want? What does turn me on most? And you start asking this question and then you come up with answers that even if they're just thoughts in your head, really do help, especially when you're experimenting during masturbation. You really get a better understanding of like, holy shit, I really do like this fantasy. Like I'm really into this. I didn't realize how much I was into this or how much I might need this, and you learn a lot about yourself by discovering or rediscovering your fantasies and your turn-ons. Makes sense because we always hear that novelty is so important for our sex life and you have to change things up, right? You got to spice things up in the bedroom and bedroom boredom is a thing, and if you just get in this routine of doing the same stuff over and over, just because it felt good once doesn't mean it's going to feel good forever. So this is just another one of those discoveries of like, hey, like just because you have sex one way or you think about one thing doesn't mean it's going to work for the entirety of your life. And when you notice your dick not getting as hard, maybe it's time to think about some other things and switch it up and like do something different. The second natural way to increase your hard-ons, use masturbation as a tool and don't feel shameful about it. I've had so many guys tell me at this point that they feel bad or shitty masturbating and they're like, oh, I wish I didn't do it, but sometimes I just have to. And then I feel like shit because I'm like, oh, why'd I do it? I gave in. And there's all this shame and negativity around their masturbation habits. And a lot of guys feel that way because they associate porn and masturbation as the same thing when really they're not the same thing. If you watched my latest video or one of the latest videos, you'll know they're not the same thing and you got to stop thinking that way because if you carry this shame with you when it comes to self-pleasure and you associate shame and negativity to your hard on, then what's going to happen when you're with a woman? You're not going to get hard and it's going to be the same shame and discomfort. And along with performance pressure, it's not going to work the way you want it to work. It's not going to do what you want it to do. So you want to feel proud and good about your hard on. You want to embrace that. You want to feel good. I'm like mumbling it because I don't want to get censored, but feel good about masturbating and getting hard and getting really turned on about things that make you feel good. And that way, when you have that practice during masturbation and you get that confidence back in yourself sexually because you feel really good about your body and you're feeling good about everything you're doing, then when you're with a woman, you are more likely to feel relaxed, to feel more confidence, less performance pressure, and also increased erection strength because you're used to having a good experience when you're by yourself. So it's going to more naturally transfer over to partner sex. And the third natural way that you can increase your erection strength is through body awareness. Okay, so this means that when you are clear about how your body functions and works because you do masturbate and you do learn about yourself, then you know how to access your best hard-ons. So what do I mean by that? Some guys, for instance, will get hard through a BJ a lot quicker. And that way, if they have a partner who's willing to give them blowjobs, it's like your partner knows, or you ask your partner to give you a blowjob before a penetration, and you get your hard on much, much faster. Some guys, it's the other way around. For a blowjob, they don't really get hard right away, and it takes more of like a hand job to get them going. And that's okay too. Like, what works for you to get the easiest hard on, and what type of stroke and what type of pressure do you need to get that erection when you want it to happen, So every guy is different. And this is why experimenting with yourself during masturbation helps you understand like what kind of stroke does get me there fastest. Like, then you have to share that information with your partner, and you communicate that, because it's like, oh, I know when I do this and this, I get the hardest. Or why don't you do this for me? Or when you give me a hand job, like, do it like this, because that really gets me going. Just like helping your partner understand how your body works. If you have no idea what gets you hard mentally or physically, then it's hard to communicate anything to your partner. So you're kind of more in this place of like, I don't know what's going to work. Let me just pop a pill, because who knows what's going to happen. And then you're in this place of uncertainty that causes anxiety, and then causes your erection to actually go down, right? Or never come up in the first place. So it's important to understand your body, have some body awareness, learn about your body, what tactics really work for you, what type of touch, what type of speed, what type of pressure, what positions work best. That way you know what to share with your partner, so that you guys are on the same page and you feel confident gaining erections. So give these things a try if you're struggling with your erection and you want some natural tactics to help you out. I know they've helped plenty of guys I've worked with after hearing story after story. So give them a shot. And if you want some guidance when it comes to what you think about or how you want to touch yourself, don't forget to check out my sex meditations, because that's what they're here for. Hope this video is helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.